Hi Capricorn, welcome back and welcome to another reading. This will be your general reading for February 2024, what's left of it at least, for those of you who have a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. And it won't only be just for this last week or so of the month, so please don't think of it like that. If you're watching this towards the end of February, these are all... Anyways. Let's just get to this reading. I don't feel like I need to explain that. So we're not gonna really get into all that. Moving forward, if you'd like to support this channel beyond liking the video or subscribing and joining me on this journey, you may do so by watching an ad when it comes up. And also the link to the PayPal is on the About page. Any other announcements? No, I don't think so. So we'll get started. The titles this month they haven't been super descriptive. They've only been about 1 or 2 words. I don't have any notes ahead of this read. Sometimes I, brainstorm, jot things down, and so I'm curious to see what the title is going to be for this one for you. We'll just shuffle a bit more and then we're off to the races. Cases of Bacardi chases, chasing me all over town. Cause he knows I'm wasted, facing time again at Rikers Island and I won't back down. Or something like that. Shout out to Lana Del Rey and her Born to Die era. It really had a big impact on me. There's something here about a pregame or pregame music. Lana Del Rey is definitely that pregame energy. And at least it was for me, like in high school and college. So I'm aging myself. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy in the house. And what is this all about? I think that no one can execute a plan for success like you can. And I think that that's so cliche to mention in a Capricorn reading, but it's really on display here. I mean, this approach, this methodology you have to plan really well and then set something in motion. It's because you understand what success for you looks like, what it's going to take. And that looks like you considering all of the possibilities, you considering all of the variables, you having a contingency plan. And I think that there is something that you want to do that with. It might be more than just one thing. It might be more than one pursuit. These aren't trivial pursuits. So you feel like maybe you need to be really thorough or go about something a certain way because that's the only way that it's going to succeed. Trivial pursuit, like board game energy, something here about family night. We got the Star card coming out here next. And all that talk we were just doing about that thing you want to achieve, that thing you want to get, that thing you want to have, you know that it's going to require X, Y, and Z from you. You know that there are more than one. Things need to fall into place for it to work. I think that you've been waiting to come to a peaceful resolution with someone, and you're eager, you're willing, you want to, but it's like they need time. And what can you really do about that? Nothing. And so at times you may find yourself resenting them for it. And you think that, you're making yourself available. You're willing to do all of the hard work. You're willing to do all of the planning. You're willing to sift through the minutiae, if I'm saying that word right. I've heard people say it like minutia, and then I've looked this up. Minutiae, I think, is the proper spelling, but it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like minutia. But anyways, all of the extraneous details, like, you want them to know that you're willing and able, you can bear that burden, you can handle all of that. And because it seems like they're at the same time, it's like they're overwhelmed by that. It looks like they're the ones who are at fault for something not working out or for things not moving forward as smoothly. It seems like they're the complication. And I'm getting that it's more to them than that. There's more to it than that. There are things here that, it's not that you're missing or that you're overlooking or that you don't consider, because you have these, I want to say, traits. Hold on. I didn't want to stop the video. It wasn't stopped for very long, but I just had to see what that banging was. All this interference, all that extra shit. Why are you doing that at like 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning? Get a house, people. Get a house. If you are, please don't accept this as advice. There are many things to consider there when it comes to the housing market at wherever you are in the world. This is not, your advice to just go out and buy one. Absolutely seek the advice of licensed professionals. Seek advice and guidance from people who have dedicated their lives to home buying. But hey, that may be something that's yeah. Definitely the word closing is coming through. So congratulations if you just closed on a home. Work, bitch. Now, Page of Cups, King of Cups, and the Moon. Doesn't it seem like it's just so much easier when you don't drink for some of you? Also, doesn't it seem like it's just so much easier when you don't have to worry so much about the feelings you have to hide for some of you, or the things you don't have to deal with, the things that you maybe feel like you can't say or communicate to someone, or the feelings that someone is failing to reciprocate, or that you don't know if they want to reciprocate. There is also someone here who you feel the closest to them when both of you have let go of your inhibitions. And no judgment there, right? I think that you're okay with that. I think that you see someone as who they are. You truly see their true nature. I'm laughing because it's so sweet. I think that you really enjoy it. You really enjoy this relationship, enjoy this person, enjoy this energy, enjoy whatever this is, but you don't get it all the time. Like it's only a set time, a set place. It's almost like the stars have to align. And you can go long periods of time. Like I said, like you're waiting for them. And it doesn't appear that it's reached the point of frustration or that you are tired of dealing with them and working with them. The rewards seem to outweigh the risk. These periods of happiness, it's like they're of satisfaction or of getting what you want from them or getting from the relationship. It's so quick. It's like it's a spark, and then it's enough to last you until you get your next fix. This could be either you or them, but I think that when inhibitions have been let go, you really begin to see who this person is, and you really, really like them. That's why I laughed, because like you really like them. Yeah. Brick down. Okay. All right. This is a PG channel. Anyways, well, it's not really PG channel. None of these videos are coded as marked for children. So if you're under the age of 18, you cover your ears. Empress card, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. It feels like this person will be a staple in your life forever. It feels like you want them to be a staple in your life forever, a kind of constant. They could have Taurus placements. You may have Taurus placements. It would certainly explain your loyalty to a situation or to a person like this. Wasn't expecting this reading to err on the side of I don't want to say it like that. I wasn't expecting this reading to be so focused on a relationship. But that's just what we're talking about now, and that's okay. I'm gonna look at these one more time, rewatch the first part, especially since my train of thought was derailed with that interference earlier, and then we'll talk about these one more time. Hold on. All right. So we're back to talk about your cards one more time. Like we've been doing, I just created groups here to help you better follow along and also help myself make sense of the energy that's here. And we're going to take it section by section, and we'll start there in the top left with the Knight of Swords, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. These first three cards are about those things you want greatly. These are about the things that you greatly desire, and it's also about them wanting you. They want to come in, and I think that there's a lot that you're achieving or getting or conquering, and so you're really, the word lucky doesn't really do this effect justice. You're how do I want to say this? You're fertile. You're fertile. So, put your plow to the field and do the work. You will bring forth very beautiful and great things. I feel like you're plowing in your life right now. That's the best way that I can describe it. So the things you want, the things that you're working for, they're bearing fruit. You're bringing forth a really beautiful harvest here. So you're getting back what you're putting in some areas, and in pretty much every area, I would say. But it's just the way they come in, the time, that's where the difference is. There are some that you get quickly, and there are others that come about really slowly, that build over time, if they're coming at all. So there's a difference there in pacing. Now, there are some conquests here, some pursuits that are lost causes, for lack of a better phrase. They aren't going to bear any fruit. What types of seeds are these? You know, they end up bringing forth weeds, things that you can't really do anything with, and they're trivial, like we were talking about. They're trivial pursuits. Now, be careful there, right? And I think that you should not allow yourself to, don't overextend on these. You know, you need your energy for those other pursuits. You need your energy for those other things that are going to be worth the investment. So pay close attention to how you spend your time and who you spend your time with, and what even the conversations you get pulled into. Pay close attention to whether or not you allow yourself to get pulled in. So something to think about there. Next set of cards, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. You don't mind waiting, is what this is looking like to me. There are some days when you don't mind waiting, and there are other days when you do mind waiting, and there are the times where you do exert some kind of energy or effort, and the situation doesn't go anywhere because, by and large, it still needs time to mature. And just don't run yourself ragged or drive yourself crazy thinking that when people don't think or at the same pace you do, or work at the same pace you do, or process things the same way you process them. And when someone expresses a different perspective, they aren't patronizing you, and they don't like to be patronized. I think that you can understand when someone is taking the time to choose their words wisely and carefully. You're dealing with a very mercurial person, and they need, this situation works best when they're able to when you let them express themselves in however they want to express themselves, honestly, and you go with the ebb and flows, and you don't allow yourself to become a prisoner to your expectations. Don't allow yourself to be lied to, of course, but pay attention close enough to where you're able to recognize when someone is being authentic and real with you and telling you the truth. Recognize those moments in which someone is genuinely being vulnerable with you about how they think and feel, and then decide what you want to do with that. If they're being honest with you, then I think that you should, whatever you learn from that, right, then figure out how that truth fits into your life, or what it means to you, and how it measures up, and what it their truth, when they communicate it to you, will tell you all you need to know about how to deal with them and about how to move forward. Seven of Cups, the Moon, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. There are a lot of hidden emotions, things like lust, those types of emotions. Lust, love, want, desire, and they're pulling you at times in many directions. The same thing is happening in other people, and it doesn't always get screen time. It doesn't always get addressed or get acknowledged. A lot of it is held in, but you're not always successful at hiding that, especially from the person who it's about. You just can't help but be real. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can't help but be honest at times, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that your grace and your capacity for forgiveness and kindness is definitely appreciated by a couple people, definitely a fire sign. And you do have some people who understand you, who are going to be willing to come to your defense. It's like they're serving this purpose or role of being a translator or interpreter for between you and some people you care about, who maybe struggle to understand what you mean when you say certain things. I think they genuinely care about you and like you, and they don't want people to have this warped perception of you. They don't want people to not they don't want people to see you as the devil. They don't want people to see you as this bad person because of how you go about certain things. It's like they're able to see the method in it. They understand this person who's coming to your defense could be a Gemini for sure, or a Virgo, but they get it. They get it. Listen, we'll take all the defense we can get, because you mean well, right? And it hurts when you're not understood, and it hurts when you're not seen for who you are and how you are truly, especially by someone you care about. Queen of Swords, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. This is that person we were talking about who there's a lot of attraction to. It could be physical attraction. There's a lot of beauty there, but there's also an intellectual attraction. So this person is an intellectual, and I think you definitely get down with that crowd. You fit right in, definitely, especially if you're on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. But you have these similarities with this person. It's like they also like to have fun. They are also super free and exciting and spontaneous, and you love being around them, and it's really sweet. And you don't always get to see them in this carefree state, because I feel like you really get to see them. And I think that a lot of your questions, or maybe a lot of confusion that you may have had about how they felt, because this person can be really good at hiding it, or they can come off really cold at times, it comes out. So even though it's not permanent, and you don't get to hold on to it, you have to wake up from that dream, even though it's a reality and it's a lived experience, and you get to vibe with them and all of that good stuff. It's like we're back to our regular scheduled program after that brief moment. And you also at the same time kind of respect that, because like there's a time and place for everything is also what it's about. So you understand and respect that air of responsibility this person has, even if even if they're not always appealing to your desires or giving you what you want physically, if that's what you want, or their presence, or whatever it may be. The Empress, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. These 4 cards I'm hearing based. So it's all about authenticity. It's all about being honest. It's all about being real. And I think that there are a lot of, we talk about it on the channel a lot, but there are so many situations, circumstances that you'll be able to navigate just by keeping it real, even if it's not the outcome that you want, even if it's not what you desire. Facts are our friends. It's good. It's what you can work with. it helps you feel like you have the full picture. I hope that you found this helpful and that you were able to follow along. If so, hit that like button, hit subscribe. There isn't a set schedule that I release videos. I really just do it based on when it feels right and when I'm able to work it into my schedule. This is all meant to be, helpful in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what you're going to be able to take away from this, but I hope it's something useful to you. And if I don't see you in another one and you got all that you needed from this one, thank you. And I'm glad I could help. And if I see you in the next one, don't feel guilty about, watching another one. And yeah, I hope you have a nice weekend. Bye.